I am a proud capitalist, probably even more than Ayn Rand. And the heart of capitalism is supply and demand. So you want a product, you're willing to pay for it. Hey, if I can make that product cheaper, better, faster, then you'll buy mine and I'll make money. That's it. That's capitalism. Now, this coronavirus pandemic has created skyrocketing demands all over the place. It's obvious it can't be met overnight. So there's going to be a little bit of a lag time. However, as a capitalist, I've looked at sort of a slow response from American business. And there's two reasons why that you need to know. Now, before I share those, I want to talk briefly about Bill de Blasio. He is the mayor of New York. He made a comment recently that government should take over some of these companies so they can better get these supplies to the hospitals. I mention that because this is proof that it's possible to have an IQ that is below zero. This guy, this politician, and there are many others, literally know less than nothing when it comes to business. I kid you not. Now, I say this because we're still going to have elections coming up in the future, and there are people out there like de Blasio. They're sophisticated, they're great sounding, they're idiots. Please know the difference when you vote. Now, back to the two reasons why American business, the capitalists have been a little slow. The big one is this. I was reading an article about this medical supply company. For instance, face masks. This company provides to hospitals throughout the country. The CEO said that every mask they sell is manufactured in China. And you probably heard that over 90% of our antibiotics come from China. Most of our medical supplies, especially the more inexpensive stuff, is manufactured in China and other foreign countries. Okay, that's a problem that needs to be dealt with at some point. A second reason, which is actually a good reason for capitalists, is what's called just-in-time manufacturing and warehousing. I used to own a technology company, and I worked in the software and technology. And so companies have used the technology so they don't have to have, piles and piles of inventory sitting on pallets in a warehouse that they have to pay for. Technology has made it so they can make things quicker and it works. It's really a good thing. It's not going to work during a pandemic. So it takes just a little time. I hope that American companies will, especially as they reevaluate this, well, number one, make sure they can manufacture their stuff in America. They can still outsource some things, but manufacturing needs to be centered in our own country. That's number one. And they just need to reevaluate their inventory practices, need to make sure there's certain redundancies in areas. You get the deal. Bottom line is this. American capitalists, they will meet the demands that coronavirus has given us throughout the world faster and better than anyone else. American capitalism will save people's lives from the coronavirus.